model has a lot of things to understand. Why to include this one? How we can make the audience to, how to identify the right audience, and how I can create the right instruction for the right audience. Everything we're going to learn in this particular. That's why this is a little bit lengthier when compared to all other models. If you're able to identify your audience, easily you can create. Okay. The best example I wish to give you is, now there is a chocolate. There is a chocolate, 1 rupee chocolate. Then whom you will give this 1 rupee chocolate? Obviously to the small kid. Okay. We will not give to that to the student who is, or the person who is, or more elder than that small kid. So you know that whom to serve that. So when you identify that, when you understand that, then it becomes easy to take your decisions, to prepare your further task, to do your further task. Okay. Now, what do we mean by know your audience? Coming to the know your audience. Knowing your audience means that you can adopt the content of your writing to address the main concern of your audience. Like today, if I'm working in the big organization, assume that I'm working in an organization where there are n number of departments. There is a quality team, there is a finance team, there is a the learning and development team, there is a IT team, there is a admin team, there is a HR team. Now, to whom my training will going to focus, whether if it is a finance related aspect, if my training is for the finance people, my focus towards will be in that direction. Okay. Yeah. If my training is for the HR team, if any development or any learnings that I'm going to provide for HR department, my learning should focus with their work and with their mentality. Then I can go it. So that is how. Now, once you identify, once you know that to whom you are writing or whom you are addressing, then it becomes very easy to proceed further for your work. Okay. Knowing your audience is also help to decide on the voice to use. Okay. Voice to use means it may be like verbal, it may be written, it may be anything. Okay. Now, the importance to know my audience. Okay. So knowing what kind of audience you are dealing with to help solve the following purpose. Okay. First one is knowing your audience helps you to figure out what content and message the people care about. Like if I understand the finance people, if I know that my finance people, they concentrate only on that, so my focus should be given to that area. So they don't bother about what other learnings are happening. They only think about their learning. Okay. Next, knowing your audience also tells you the appropriate tone and voice of your message. If it is for the new people, like new employees, I should be very polite, because from the day one, if I shout on them, they will see that, oh, this company is not going to work out for me, I'll just drop out from here. That should not happen. Know your audience. If you are handling with your team members, it should be like different. If you're dealing with a top management, it will be like different. Okay. Next, makes the people feel like you are reading their mind. Reading their mind means, yes, what you people are required, based upon that only I am providing you the training. They should feel that, yes, this person getting my point, then only that's the reason he's giving us the training. That kind of has to be there. Now you get more leads because people feel you understand them. You get more leads, means you will get more attention because the people will start thinking that they have understood you as well as you have understood them. This is why the knowing your people is very much important. Now, how to get to know your audience? Okay, how should I know that? Okay, these are the following steps to be followed in order to identify your audience. Okay, first one is make sure the demographics you have selected are right ones. That's the first thing. Like whatever the category you have selected, it is a right one. Okay, that you have to understand. Now look at your competitors. Look at your competitors. That is also very important. Like, who is my audience and who are the same like me? Who are the other people who are going to train them in that area? Who is your competitor for that? Next, create a customer personal. Okay, customer personal. That's L is missing. I'll just a lot of mistakes happen. Okay. Next, get to know your client personally. Okay. First one is customer personally and clients personally. See, there is a lot of difference between customer and the clients. Many people still we do the mistake creating the customer personally. Like whatever the customers are there, I have to create them. Like I have to develop them for my sessions to my my audience. Then I can get to know that my clients personally, that what they wanted, how they react, how they will engage. That's the customer persona. Means developing that customer, like how I can make that, how I can understand him, his his behavior, his way, so that I will able to understand my further task. Okay, customer, then client personally. There is client personally means I can make it like how he is going to react, how he is going to understand, how he will be there, how he will react on my sessions, how he will going to understand my learning process that will going to happen. Next, monitor the reader's comments, okay, and engagement. Monitor reader comments and engagements. Like whatever the comments and whatever the engagement that is happening in my session, I have to monitor those. That's the one thing, like readers. Okay. Next, witness the external social habits and conduct the survey. These are the ways to get to know your audience. These are the ways to identify your audience. Now we also have one term called target audience. Audience is identifying the how to get to know. There is one more word we use generally, targeted audience. Targeted audience means these are the people, irrespective of their demography, irrespective of their interest, we wanted to give our product to them. We wanted to focus on them. Let them, they decide whether they want to engage it or they will not engage. But obviously when we select them as a target audience means my focus will be completely on them, irrespective of looking into what other people are doing, what my competitors are doing. So I will focus on them. The best example is the edtech industries right now. They have their set of target audience. It doesn't mean that other people are not having the same target audience. See, there is, if I'm a 12th standard student, there is XYZ organization which will be I'll be a target audience for him on. There is another company for him also, I'll be a target audience. So there is a common set of people who will be considered as a target audience. But when it comes to my learning in my within the organization, I have to follow. These are the things. These are to identify my right audience. Okay. But now we get into more technical aspects, like how we identify, what are the tools used to identify the audience. The Google Analytics, then think with Google, then follow the wrong. So these are the some tools that generally, but most of the times in a business, I'm saying in the business, we use Google Analytics, Google search engine, or a Google as a source to identify our uh, the learners. The best example I'll take, whenever you search any courses. For example, I search data science course, best data science course. What happens? You don't know who are the good players who are providing the courses. What happens? You will type it, who is a the data science course. There will be n number of uh, things, like n number of organization or n number of educational industries provide those courses. They will appear on your screen. How that will appear? Because of your interest, because of the people who have searched on that one, and the people who have searched and who have visited that particular XYZ organization, that will going to reflect on the top. And again, some organization is going to pay some amount for the Google, so they will keep them as an ad. Can you see that whenever you open anything, there will be option, the same two website link will going to appear. One is ad, one is general link. Okay, ad will always pop up at the first, then again it's the next comes its original website. If you not, you just go and search it, you will get the same thing. For example, if you check anything Flipkart, there will be first will be like advertise, the next will be official website of a Flipkart. Okay, why? Means that makes us to get to know about our audience, like uh, who are the people, what age group of people are approaching, and how, from which area they are approaching, and what is the requirement for them. Everything will be it. Yeah.